Okay, who wants to take a quick garden walk? First week of March. I got some lavender, some creeping thyme butterfly weed, salvia, some little asparagus, guys. Aren't they funny looking? They're all long and skinny. Got some gaillardia back there and some spinach, which is not doing awesome. And delphiniums up in the front here. I just transplanted these guys. They look terrible, but they'll be fine. They are Altzil. I had them in a big clump and I just pulled them apart and gave them their own spot. And then these are my celeries I transplanted the same way. And then I just planted Tithonia. I had to retry that one. My first ones didn't take. White Status, Burgundy Amaranth, and Purple Baptista. And these are, let me think about it for a minute. Let me look at the thing and cheat. Oh, Celosia. And that makes this one Blazing Saddles Dahlias from seed. So I just put a bunch of seeds in here, and then when they come up, I'll thin them out like I did these guys. So that's over here. Got some my babies. These are my geraniums. Aren't they beautiful? I grew these from seed. They're supposed to be trailing. They're looking really good. They're in these containers. They're going to go right out in the porch. Over here, I got my lemon tree. And these cat grasses. Look at this variegated one finally came out. Isn't that pretty? Different colors. Some onions over here. On this rack here, it's hard to see with these funny lights. These are all baby zinnias from that crazy experiment I did. More onions. Down here I've got a rogue marjoram plant that I got to trim back. Ground cherries, eggplant. And then this is all basils. And they don't look that color, but there's this guy, see? Love the kind of lights there. He's purple. Chive, a little bit more bouquet dill, gigantic parsley. Cumin, I have this one little guy started. I'm very intrigued by this. And somebody thought they were funny and put my seeds on the other side. Dara and garlic chive. That is not a, well, maybe it is. Okay. And then down here, I've got 9-star cauliflower. This is a brand new seed I just got in the mail from Canada. It's supposed to be really cold tolerant and good for like our climate. So I'm going to try that if I can get it to get up in time. And then, I'm going to start some, I've got some dwarf zinnia seeds I saved. I'm going to start those in that bucket maybe this week. Over here, look how full this is all getting. Ooh, that's my garlic. And these are my peppers. They're pretty. All of them except for the Touchdown and Zulu pepper have germinated. And then on the opposite side, more. And these are a little bit more sporadically germinating. Got really good germination on some. And then like down there, like I got 2 out of the 6 cells, 4 out of the 6 cells. Those ones are banana peppers, so I will probably plant more of those. And I'm having a hard time, and this spot right here is on the corner. I'm gonna have to get a fan going. There's not a lot of airflow back over here. So the ones that are going up here are developing a little bit of algae. Okay, and then I've got 3 more peppers back there. Those are all those new Polish peppers that I just ordered from Baker Creek. Back over there in the back corner is chamomile. There's some Swiss chard. This is kohlrabi right here with the purple stemming. And then I've got hyssop, hollyhocks, and larkspur right in there. And then up on top, say hello to the baby tomatoes. There they are. This first 2 bins, so you got these 2 bins here, were planted first. And they are all doing really well. They're about half germinated at this point, I'd say, which is good because the basement's not really consistently warm temped. And then this one was planted a couple days ago. And those are like my cherry tomatoes and Roma tomatoes. And so they're not up yet. So I'll leave them all up here on this rack until they get bigger, and then I'll thin them out and kind of do something like this with them, where I put them in their own individual cup. Over here, I've got a tray of snapdragons. They take forever to germinate, and I'm finding them a little finicky. I got a little bit of yarrow over there too. So I'm just letting them go, and we'll see what happens. Like, see, like, it doesn't look like a ton of them are up, but if you get down nice and close, like, you see how many little ones are popping up right there? So I'm just gonna kind of leave this guy alone and let it do what it's gonna do. This next one over, these are the rest of my geraniums that I don't have in hanging baskets yet. I'm so excited. Those turned out so good. Ugh, fantastic. And then I've got the early purple sprouting broccolis. And then behind them, I have a row or a whole tray of beets and kale. So those will all be good to go out. Maybe another 2 weeks I'll give them. And then back over here, this back corner, these taller ones right here are all spring rub rapini broccolis. And then the shorter, more squat ones are Copenhagen market cabbage. And this one up here is more cabbage. There's 2 different kinds of red cabbage here. Tete Noir, and that back one is Red Acre. I think it's Red Acre. Yeah. And then I've got 12 right here of the early Anna cabbage. I've got a little catnip sticking in there. And then I've got Brussels sprouts. This guy's like a Brussels sprout. And these big, taller guys over here are purple Sicily cauliflowers. And then I have these 2. Oh, here I got a garden kitty. Hi, what are you doing? She dumped one of my buckets the other day. Then I got all this lettuce. Isn't that beautiful? But I don't have room for all this lettuce. It's getting kind of big, and we just got snow dumped on us. So today, my lovely husband set up my green stalk in the basement, and he tied it to the wall because he's afraid it's going to tip on me, and filled it with dirt because I can't lift anything over 8 pounds. And we are going to take that in tonight and fill it in and plant it with lettuce.